This young lady, 19 points, 9 rebounds. She could have and should have a big game today.
Meanwhile, for DePaul on the inside, it is forward Kate Novick. She is undersized, but she can pack a punch.
I'll tell you what, she's undersized, but she can really play. She's also playing with a lot of confidence. She had a double-double DePaul's last game against Bradley. They need that kind of effort from her again today if they want to stay with the Wildcats.
Novick, the transfer from Morehead State, it is going to be a full-team offensive effort for DePaul if they want to take down Northwestern here this morning. DePaul coming into today's game 1-2 on the season. They're coming off of a loss at Bradley in which head coach Jill Pizzotti said, quite frankly, we did not play good basketball. Expects a much better response.
A great basketball game against Bradley. She looks to rebound back to see with this big giant crowd here today what the Lady Blue Demons can do.
It is Education Day here inside Wintrust Arena. Kenny and I are having a hard time hearing each other, let alone the players dealing with this noise. I always like to say there is no more difficult a crowd in college basketball than Education Day.
Yeah, it is a big crowd here, which is great for women's basketball.
Here we go, DePaul and Northwestern, starting 5 for the Blue Demons. Wes Nelson, Ojo, Allie Tim. She is a scorer that can hit from the outside. Novick, the first take to the hoop.
Well, what a great job by Novick. We talked about her in the open. I love the way she went right to the basket, curled to the basket, gets the layup.
The junior from Belarus was a 2-time All-OVC selection for Morehead State. Lau, triple try is good as Northwestern with a response.
Well, I tell you what, when you can shoot from the outside, that's a plus for the Wildcats because that's going to open up that inside game.
Northwestern has not been a good three-point shooting team up until this point. DePaul much better in that category as Nelson turns on Thomas and draws the early foul.
Yeah, you don't want to get Thomas in foul trouble. That's a nice play there by Nelson. I love the way she went right to Thomas. Now one thing, here it is again. Now watch, she'll go right to him, spins around to the left side, initiates the contact. DePaul has not shot well from the free throw line this season.
That is an understatement. DePaul has been the worst free throw shooting team in the country. They are dead last, 359 out of 359 D1 programs.
Yeah, that's not good, but I like the way what Coach Pizzotti told us yesterday. She's not going to make a big issue out of it. And they missed 2. The rebound.
And Novick battling on the inside. The kick out to Tim for 3. It's in and out.
Boy, look at that rebound.
And tie up.
Whoa.
Jump ball will go the way of the Wildcats, but if you are Jill Pizzotti, you like to see the intensity that DePaul went after that ball.
Oh, no question about it. They went right after the offensive rebound. But here it again. Now watch, they go right to the board. But watch Thomas. She takes up a lot of real estate in the paint, and you get the jump ball.
Full court press, taken away by West. Novick, drive, kick, three-pointer. Short off the rim, Novick tracks it down. Offensive board is Nelson going right to the hoop through traffic. And there are those long arms of Sullivan.
Well, again, DePaul had 3 opportunities to score.
Sullivan over top of the defense, splash down, going right over Michelle Ojo.
Yeah, great dribble penetration that time by Lau to find Sullivan wide open. They hit the cut to the basket, but just could not get the ball right there to Tim.
Ball headed back over to Northwestern. The Wildcats coming off of a 69-54 win over Maryland Eastern Shore last Friday. They are 3-0 for the first time since 21-22. Flash nowhere to work. Harder cutting through the lane, off glass plus the foul.
Boy, what a great play. What great play by Harder. Great dribble control, doing a wonderful job with the basketball. Goes into traffic and draws the foul. Hit it again right to your living room. She does a great job splitting through 2 defenders. I like the way she used her left side of her body to protect the basketball.
Foul assessed to Elena West, the redshirt freshman out of Madison, Wisconsin. Her first, team first. Free throw makes it an 8-0 Northwestern run, just over a minute, and that is something that Wildcats head coach Joe McEwen said that DePaul could not do to Northwestern. The runs as Tim high arcing triple around and out. She's missed 2 quality looks so far.
Yeah, 2 great looks, and the Wildcats have not missed a shot so far in the first quarter.
Northwestern has not missed a shot, 3 of 3. Meanwhile, DePaul 0 of their last 4.
See, I swing the ball around and look for Sullivan.
Sullivan over top, hook shot with the right hand, gets it to drop. How impressive was that?
I like my best player. I give her a shot. That's why I said I would swing the ball around. She went from one side of the court to the other for the basket.
Offensive foul headed the other way. There's head coach Joe McEwen in his 40th year, announced his retirement prior to the start of the season. He has seen so much basketball. Of course, he and Coach Bruno, former Coach Bruno, here at DePaul, very close friends, as he is with Jill Pizzotti.
Yeah, what a great guy. I think you have coaches and you have wonderful people. He's a combination of both.
Give and go attempt between Lash and Sullivan was broken up. DePaul in transition. Novick baseline out of control. No foul. Off glass and good for Nelson.
And that's a great opportunity for DePaul on the second chance points. Get the offensive rebound and go right back to the basket.
Second chance points going to be so crucial for DePaul in this matchup, given the size discrepancy, as that is going to stay with Northwestern. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Now, that was a really good hand on the defensive end that time by Odom. I like the way what DePaul would want to do. They have active hands. They have to put pressure on the basketball.
How do they do that?
Well, what you do, you stay on the ball. Where the ball is, that's where you go. Now, right now, I would get right up on top of my man. Active hands. Now, if somebody had to come over and help, to make it a difficult shot.
Sullivan collects the loose ball. It was good initial defense.
Yeah. Now, DePaul wants to run.
Hageman up front to Nelson. Hageman playing in her first game of the year. She's been out with the last month. The sophomore from Detroit. Three-pointer from Mayo, no good.
Great box out.
Up and around. Ojo finds some space.
Well, great box out by Ojo to get that offensive rebound, then a great up and under move.
This is a much more balanced offensive DePaul team than it was a year ago. Same for Northwestern as Lau gets downhill. Falls off the back of the rim, and Thomas goes to work.
Well, we talked in the open about the size advantage for the Wildcats. That was a perfect example right there.
Ojo over top of Sullivan off the back iron. Thomas pulls down the rebound.
Well, 1 and out for DePaul.
DePaul historically a good rebounding program. Northwestern has been excellent in that category through their first 3 contests.
But it helps a lot when you have 2
Lash,
people over 7
that's
feet
too
tall.
easy.
Well, that's way too easy. You have to stop the dribble penetration.
Lash, a graduate transfer from Furman. That is one of the reasons why she's in purple, has the ability to score and distribute.
She's really good off the dribble.
Novick gets past the defender, had an open lane, could not connect.
1 and out again for DePaul.
Running the floor, Thomas with Novick. What a defensive play. How about that closeout?
That's a great play by Novick. Getting back on defense in transition. That's one thing DePaul said they wanted to do. And she comes from behind because it looked like